Hey guys, welcome to probably the best bargain when it comes to wine tasting in the Napa Valley. Today, we're here at Sutter Home Winery in St. Helena, California. Sutter Home. Does the name ring a bell by any chance? Even if you don't normally drink wine, chances are you've probably heard of Sutter Home, because their wine is everywhere. Grocery stores, liquor stores, your neighborhood block party, it's everywhere. Maybe you're drinking Sutter Home as you're watching this right now. But what is it like to actually do a wine tasting at Sutter Home? Well, that's what we're here to show you today. We are going to share our thoughts on 2 of the tasting flights they offer, showing you each wine along the way. And be sure to stay till the end because we're sharing our top 3 reasons to visit Sutter Home, and 1 big reason why some of you may want to go in a different direction. Sit back, relax, and enjoy with your drink of choice. We're Grant and Teresa Boggs, and we're on a mission to visit every winery in the Napa Valley. Yes, all 450 plus of them. And wine tasting here isn't just about what's in your glass, it's about the whole experience. Through food, architecture, and picture-perfect views, it's all in the details. Wine's an adventure, let's do it. We did say that Sutter Home is probably the best wine tasting bargain in the Napa Valley. So how much do tastings cost? Tastings here are just $10 to $15 per person. And for comparison, right now you'd probably spend $45 to $50 on the low end for a typical Napa Valley tasting. So having a $10 option here is a pretty good deal. There are currently 3 tasting options available. One is the Sweet Flight for $10, second is the Fruit Infusions Flight for $10, and option number 3 is the Founders Flight for $15. Grant and I decided to share the Sweet Flight and the Founders Flight, so without further ado, here's a preview of the Sweet and Founder Flights. Pour number 1 for the Sweet Flight is of course the White Zinfandel, which is Sutter Home's flagship wine, created right here in 1975. It's pink, sweet, and has hints of strawberry and melon, and frankly it got a lot of people in America starting to drink wine. To this day, it's Sutter Home's bestseller. Our first pour of the Founders Flight is the bubbly pink Moscato. The bubbles do a nice job of tempering the sweetness a bit so it doesn't taste overly sugary. I think it's a nice, fun, celebratory wine. Next, pour number 2 from the Sweet Flight is the Sweet Red, and it definitely lives up to its name in flavor and color. Look at that bright red hue, and to me, it tasted like a cherry lollipop. The second pour of the Founders Flight is the Reserve Sangiovese. As you'd expect from a Sangiovese, it has those nice, warm, jammy flavors. This would go really nicely with a margarita pizza or some creamy mushroom risotto. Yum. Pour number 3 from the Sweet Flight is the Sangria. Now, this is something you don't see on every tasting menu here in the Napa Valley. It's a blend of Zinfandel, Syrah, Grenache, and Barbera grapes, infused with fruit essence and spices. I call this an instant party in a bottle. The third pour in the Founders Flight is the Muscat of Alexandria, which kind of sounds like an Agatha Christie novel to me. A small pour of this would be a great way to end a meal, in my opinion. You could pair it with dessert, or maybe a cheese board, or have it on its own. Pour number 4 for the Sweet Flight is a pink Moscato. We've already had the bubbly pink Moscato from the Founders Flight earlier, so this is very similar, just without the bubbles. And our awesome host Lizette gave us a bonus pour of something from the Fruit Infusions tasting menu. So this is the Fruit Infusion Sweet Peach. It is very peachy, so if you're a peach fan, definitely check this out. Even from here I can smell it. Very strong peach smell and peach flavor, so cheers. The 5th and final pour of the Sweet Flight is the Moscato Sangria. It's definitely a lot lighter and more subtle than the red sangria that we had earlier. So last but not least, we have here the Triple Cream Sherry, and this is kind of a treat because you don't always see sherry here in the Napa Valley. Not a lot of places produce it. It pairs very nicely with a cup of coffee or cheesecake or a nice scoop of ice cream, so let's try it out. Cheers, or shall I say...
Sherry, Niles? Thank you.
Yep, if it's good enough for Fraser and Niles, it's good enough for me. So that's an overview of what you can generally expect with tastings here at Sutter Home Winery. Now, as promised, here are 3 reasons to see Sutter Home for yourself. Number 1 is obviously the value. Wine tasting here starts at just $10 per flight, and you can bring home a bottle of most of their wine for less than $20 each. A second reason to visit Sutter Home is its very beautiful grounds, which you're welcome to explore. You can get your tastings at the bar and just walk around the property, enjoy the Adirondack chairs, or sit by the pond. And a third reason to visit Sutter Home is it's a great winery for people who have a sweet tooth. If you like the taste of a good Moscato or a fun party punch, then I'm pretty sure you'll find something to like here at Sutter Home. There isn't a single dry wine on the tasting menu. And looking at the other side of it, we also promise to share one big reason why some people might opt out of visiting Sutter Home, and that is if you're looking for a more traditional wine tasting menu. If you're coming to Napa to taste classics like Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, then you'll probably want to look elsewhere for that type of tasting experience. As I said earlier, Sutter's all about the sweet wines and fruit blends. That said, there's no rule against mixing things up, so even if you prefer a traditional tasting menu, you could still have fun at Sutter as a second or third location on your itinerary. And so, we want to hear from you guys. Do you know someone who loves sweet wine? Do you think $10 is a good deal for wine tasting? Let us know in the comments below and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye!